Hola estudiantes! Hey there Spanish learners! Today we're going to cover an essential topic, demonstrative pronouns in Spanish. This, that, these, and those. Understanding these pronouns is crucial for pointing out objects and people in your conversations. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to confidently use these pronouns in Spanish. Let's get started. Vamos a empezar. Demonstrative pronouns. In Spanish, demonstrative pronouns are used to point out specific objects or people. They change based on gender and number. Let's go through each of them together. This or these. Este. This, masculine singular. Example. Este libro. This book. Este coche. This car. Este perro, this dog. Esta, this feminine singular. Here's some examples. Esta casa, this house. Esta mesa, this table. Esta camisa, this shirt. Estos, these masculine plural. Estos libros, these books. Estos coches, these cars. Estos perros, these dogs. Estas, these feminine plural. Here's some examples. Estas casas, these houses. Estas mesas, these tables. Estas camisas, these shirts. All right, guys, let's take a quick break. We're making some great progress here on demonstrative adjectives. But before I forget, let's pump the brakes here and dive into the Unacademy Spanish app. Like I always say, it's quickly becoming one of the top apps that I'm recommending to my students. Right now, since it's so easy to use and follow along with, it has clear, easy to understand lessons, and it helps to hold you accountable by pushing you to maintain a daily learning streak. This is honestly one of the most essential steps in becoming fluent in Spanish. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone, an Android, or whatever, just make sure to download the app today and get your Unacademy Spanish streak on. In today's lesson, we're going to continue our streak by looking at family members.
Let's learn how to talk about your family and its members. Familia. In Spanish, we use the word familia for family.
Familia.
Familia.
Familia. Mi casa.
Mi casa.
Familia.
Familia.
Hombre.
Hombre.
Mujer.
Mujer.
Mi coche. Mi familia.
Mi familia. Mi celular.
Mi celular.
Mi celular. When you want to refer to your mother, you can say madre. A widely used and respectful term.
Mi madre. Mi madre. Hola, madre.
Hola, madre.
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 Celular.
Celular.
Familia.
Familia.
Casa.
Casa.
Buenos días. No. Buenos días, madre.
Buenos días, madre.
Awesome. There we go, guys. Now that we've taken care of our Unacademy app Spanish streak, let's dive back into demonstrative adjectives. That or those. So nearby objects. The ones we did before were right here. These are going to be right here. Nearby, but not super close. Ese. That masculine singular. Here's some examples. Ese coche. That car. Ese gato. That cat. Ese libro, that book. Esa is that feminine singular. Here's some examples. Esa mesa, that table. Esa flor, that flower. Esa silla, that chair. Esos, this is those, masculine plural. Esos. Here's some examples. Esos coches, those cars. esos gatos, those cats. Esos libros, those books. And finally, esas, those feminine plural, okay? Esas mesas, those tables. Esas flores, those flowers. Esas sillas, those chairs. Okay, so thus far we've talked about este, estas, those are here. We've talked about esos or esas or eso, right? That's going to be those, but they're pretty close. Here, fairly close. And now we're going to talk about something that is far away. So we're going to look at how to say that and those, but it's stuff that's far. Aquel. This is that masculine singular, but it's a far away thing. For example, aquel árbol, that tree over there. Aquel edificio, that building over there. Aquel río, that river over there. It's quite a ways away. Aquella, that feminine singular. Here's some examples. Aquella montaña, that mountain over there. Aquella playa, that beach over there. Aquella torre, that tower over there. Aquellos, this is those, masculine plural. Aquellos árboles, those trees over there. Aquellos edificios, those buildings over there. Aquellos ríos, those rivers over there. And finally, aquellas. This is those, feminine plural. Aquellas montañas, aquellas playas, aquellas torres. Okay? So just keep in mind, guys, real quick. Este or esta or estos or estas, here. Eso, esa, esos, esas. It's going to be there. You can't really touch it, but it's right there. Aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. It's stuff that's further away. It's at a distance. Let's do some practice sentences. Let's practice together. I'll say an object, and you can try to use the correct demonstrative pronoun in Spanish. Ready? Vámonos. How do you say this book in Spanish? This book. Try to guess, try to guess. Este libro. Este libro. How do you say that car in Spanish? It's pretty close, not too far away. That car. Try to guess, try to remember. Ese coche. How do you say these houses in Spanish? These houses, they're nearby. They're close, they're right here. I'm touching them. Estas casas. How do you say those mountains in Spanish? They're far away. Those mountains. Take a second. Aquellas montañas. How do you say those tables in Spanish? They're pretty close. We can't really touch them though. Those tables. Try to guess, try to remember. Esas mesas. Esas mesas. Here's a quick comparison with English for you guys. Maybe it'll help you to understand a little bit more. In English, we use this and these for objects that are close, and that and those for objects that are further away. Spanish has a similar system, but also differentiates based on gender and number, as well as the distance of the object. Keep this in mind, okay? And there you have it, a detailed look at demonstrative pronouns in Spanish with some practical examples to help you master their usage. Make sure to go back and rewatch this, go over those examples again, practice these pronouns, and try to incorporate them into your daily conversations, or just to be thinking about them as you're listening to Spanish, as you're practicing on the Unacademy Spanish app. It's going to make a huge difference in the long haul. If you made it this far, guys, then what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our Spanish educational videos that we make for you every single week. Hasta la próxima lección. Adiós.